All right, so I'm gonna show you exactly how to go from 0 to 10K per month with one skill and take that skill, build a business around it, and provide an actual service to the marketplace that you can sell and make money with. This is exactly what I did a few years ago to hit my first 10K per month, and then I went on to do it with 4 different businesses, all following the same exact principles, and those businesses all scaled to 6 figures per year. And my main objective for this video is to share with you those principles that worked for me so that you can use them for yourself. Now, full transparency, I'm not gonna be editing this video a ton and adding in a bunch of different jump cuts just so I can keep your attention and get more views. I don't really care about that, to be honest. I just wanna give you some real straight up value that you can actually use to change your life in this video. And if it's too boring for you, then it's kind of just your loss. So let's jump straight into it. So 0 to 10K per month with one skill, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna be talking about is value components. Then we're gonna talk about skill selection, then identifying problems in a market, landing clients, and scaling the business. So how does this actually work? Well, first thing we need to talk about is why this even works in the first place. Because on this channel, I don't just talk about the best ways to do things, I talk about why it's the best way to do things. So before starting any business, you need to understand these principles. And the truth is despite what all these online gurus are telling you about different ways to make money online, the reality is you will never make money out of thin air. There's gonna be no new shit coin that you can make a ton of money off, or no new meme coin, or no new fancy business model that's gonna make you a ton of money. At its core, all making money really is just understanding what money is and how it works. And all money is it's just stored value. So why is this important to you? Well, the amount of money you make is directly proportional to the amount of value you provide to the marketplace. Meaning, if you provide more value, you make more money. And every person who's grown a business and scaled it to a significant point where they've made a good amount of money, think about people like Iman Gadzhi, Andrew Tate, Luke Belmar, and even me as like a micro example of this. We've created a service and provided thousands or even millions of dollars worth of value to the marketplace, and therefore have gotten paid for it. So if you want to make 10K per month, you need to provide $10,000 a month worth of value to the marketplace. And to keep it super simple for you, all value really is simply just solving painful problems for people in a market by offering a solution to solve that problem and solve that pain. And value is created when a painful problem is solved. So basically all you're doing if you want to make money is you need to solve problems and solve pain in the marketplace. And to make it seem super simple for you, you have a market, a group of people that have a problem. They have similar mental conditions. They have a problem. They have pain being created in their life because of that problem. You provide them a solution. That problem gets solved. That pain gets alleviated. Value is created and money is made. And this is how making money works in general. So how can you provide $10,000 a month worth of value to the marketplace? Well, making money just comes down to solving problems and solving pain, and you need skills in order to do that. And so as a complete beginner, literally all you need to do is learn one skill, identify one specific problem in a specific market. You need to then acquire clients, rinse and repeat that process, and scale your business. And it's really that simple. So now what skill do we actually learn? Because now you understand that making money is about value and solving problems. The next step is choosing a skill that will allow you to solve problems for people. And a lot of people get tripped up here. I get a lot of comments and a lot of questions from people asking like, hey, what skill should I choose? What skill should I use to make money? Well, my best advice is to always simply just look at what has worked over the history of time. Even if you don't know how to do that skill yet, or even if you might be a little scared of doing that skill. So many successful businesses are built by people who didn't actually know the skill first, but they had an open mind to learning and actually acquiring that skill and improving with that skill. So again, you need to pick something that actually works, not just whatever you feel like doing. And the reality is you need to understand that certain skills fall into certain brackets. So skills basically fall into wants and needs of brackets. Basically, you have, like if you have a business that has a problem and you're gonna provide a solution to that problem and alleviate that pain and therefore make money, some problems are absolutely crucial and they need help, they need to alleviate this pain. And then some are just like, yeah, that would be nice to have. I mean, think about it for a second real quick. Like if you went to a business owner and you were providing a service to them, do you think you would make more money or less money by providing something that is a want versus selling something that is absolutely needed? I think the answer is pretty straightforward there. So examples of wants are things like social media management, graphic design, and video editing. So these skills can still make you money, but they are wants, which these are more of a convenience for a business owner. They don't have a direct impact to how much money a business is making. Examples of needs are things like advertising, sales, copywriting, which are absolutely essential for every single business. And as a byproduct as well, these things are levers where if you improve it, you directly make more money. So it's extremely valuable to every business. Now, while you still can't, you still can make money with a want skill, but it is significantly easier to make money and to hit 10K per month by selling a service or selling a need skill for a business out there. And as a beginner, you need to focus on learning that need skill because it's just much more efficient than going in the opposite direction. And this will allow you to hit 10K per month much quicker than it would be if you went out and learned something like graphic design or video editing that you could still make money with. It's just gonna be a lot slower and a lot trickier to do so. So I personally recommend most people to go with the skill of sales because it has been the thing that personally worked for me and it changed my life. And it complements all other skills that I've learned in the future very well. So I started with sales and then I started learning other need skills after I learned sales. And me learning sales first actually made those skills better after I learned sales. And so at this point in the video, what you need to do is you need to pause here and you need to pick a high income skill that business owners need. And there's really like two main things. There's marketing and there's sales. And marketing can be things like copywriting or advertising. Sales can be things like appointment setting, high ticket closing. But you need to pick one of these skills because these are need skills and they have a direct impact to how much a business is making. So you need to pick one of these that you're gonna learn and you're gonna go all in on. You can literally pick any of them and then you're gonna put it into practice and get really good at it. You're gonna actually focus on building and developing the skill so that it becomes basically second nature to you and it becomes almost impossible for you to not get hired and make money because you actually know what you're doing. And I'm gonna talk about how you can actually make money and provide a service in the next couple minutes of this video. So step number 3, now that we've picked a skill, how do we identify a painful problem in the marketplace that you can use your skill to solve that problem with? Well, learning a skill won't just automatically bring money into your pocket. Like if you pick sales and you learn that skill and you get really, really good at it, if you don't actually do anything with your skill of sales and actually go out and apply it, you're not gonna make any money. So what you need to do is you need to go into a niche, a small group of people where certain people live. You're going to do your research on this niche. What are the mental conditions? What are the problems that these people have? You're gonna identify a painful problem that these people inside of this niche are having, and then you're going to use your skill to solve that problem and make money. So that's a lot simpler than it sounds, but I'll give you a couple examples of this in a second. Because whether you believe it or not, every business is rooted in identifying and solving some sort of problem, even physical or digital businesses. So for example, you have a water bottle here. This water bottle is solving the problem of holding water. So I don't have to like cup it with my hands and drink it and have to go walk 10 feet to go get a little sip of water. This can store a ton of it so that I can drink while I work, right? The key is identifying the right problem and knowing how to fix that problem with your skills. So let me show you how to do this. Once you've chosen your high income skill, the next step is choosing a specific market or a specific niche group of people. Ideally, a group of people that is in a growing industry. And identifying a problem inside of that growing niche and inside of that growing industry that you can solve. And the reason we need to work with a specific group of people is when you provide a service to a specific group of people and a specific group of people only, it creates more confidence in them that you can actually provide the result and alleviate the pain that they're looking for. I mean, think about it for a second. If I came to you watching this video right now and I said, hey, I can help you make money online, you'd be like, okay, that's cool. But if I said, I specifically help young men between the ages of 18 to 24 make money online, and if you fall in that range, there's gonna be an even higher level of confidence you have and an even higher of a desire that you have to want to work with me because I'm working with 18 to 24-year-old young men only as an example here. So again, you want to work with a specific market and ideally one that's in a growing industry right now. And the best example of this is the online education market right now because it is expected to reach $500 billion by 2030, which is effectively doubling from 2025. So it's a massive growing industry. And you see, These people face problems every single day that cause them a significant amount of pain. So if we take this niche group of people, the online education business owners, these people have problems. Now let me show you what this actually looks like. Well, these people have problems like my ads aren't converting. I don't have time to book sales calls from my DMs. I'm not booking enough sales calls from my content on social media. My content is not selling. My content is not making me money. I don't have time to hop on sales calls. And these problems are all causing them pain in their lives, right? So for example, they might be overworked. They might have inconsistent revenue where some weeks they do really good and some weeks they do really bad. They need to spend time doing mundane tasks inside of their business instead of spending more time doing the things that they love, or maybe spending time with their family as an example. They need to stay up late working super, super hard, writing copy, writing content, taking sales calls, and setting appointments. And these things are all causing them pain inside of their life. So you can imagine if you take a niche group of people, you understand the problems that these people are having and the pain that it's causing them. If you were to go in and provide a solution to you just going in and providing assistance with solving some of these problems, they would pay you to alleviate that pain in their life. So by learning the skill of sales, you can go in and work with an online educational business and do sales for them. You can either do appointment setting or closing. You can solve the problem that they have of not having time to hop on sales calls themselves or set appointments for themselves. Or they might already have a sales team where they're not jumping on the calls and doing all the appointments themselves, but their sales team sucks. So you can solve that problem potentially too, or you can do one or the other. And these problems are causing them pain. They're overworked, they're stressed, they're leaving money on the table, they can't spend enough time with their family. And so therefore, they pay you to solve that problem for them, you make money. Or if you went in a different direction and maybe didn't learn sales, maybe you learned something like copywriting, you could identify a problem here that an online educational business is having. Maybe their ads aren't converting, and by you learning copywriting, you can help their ads convert better, therefore that business making more money, therefore them alleviating some sort of pain that they're having right now, and therefore you making money and getting paid. The main takeaway is that you can make money with any of these high income skills as long as you're solving a painful problem in a specific market, in a specific group of people. It doesn't matter whether you learn the skill of sales, copywriting, or you're working with info products, or you're working with car detailers and you're helping them get more customers. If you solve a painful problem for a specific group of people, you will make money, and that is the answer. Now, how do you actually get clients? So once you have an idea for what skill you have, what group of people you're going to work with, what problem you're going to be solving, and how you're actually going to be solving it for them, how do you actually work with these people, and how do you make money? Well, the first rule that you need to follow is you need to find where these people live. So for example, if you're going to do sales for info product businesses, like the example I shared with you a couple minutes ago, these people all live on Instagram. Instagram is dominated by these people. They're all over Instagram. So if you're trying to make money by working with this group of people, you should get on Instagram. Now, you don't have to start posting content or anything, but you need to find where these people live. If you're helping solar companies get more clients through paid advertising, these people live on Facebook. One of my students inside my one-on-one coaching program is currently working with solar businesses, helping them get more clients through Facebook ads. These people are on Facebook, so he is on Facebook. You need to find where these people live, and you need to reach out to them and have conversations with these business owners. And if you've done a lot of market research around the problems that these people are having and facing, you should be able to ask a few questions to first just make sure you can even help the person, make sure that they even have the problem that you solve. Then you're going to give them an elevator pitch of what you do and how you can help them. And if it solves a painful enough problem, they'll be interested in wanting to talk further and maybe getting some help around this issue. One word of encouragement for you, if you're going to go with this approach, getting your first client is always the hardest client to ever get, because getting your first client, you don't have any sort of proof that you can do the thing that you're saying. But once you get your first client and you start working with that first client, you can use the results you generate with that first client to go out and get your second client, go out and get your third client, and you can rinse and repeat the process by using the results that you get with your first client to make it more of a no-brainer for that next second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. clients to want to work with you and solve their problem. So now step 5, how do you actually deliver your service and how do you get to work with some of these people? Well, you need to understand leverage, because there's a few ways that you can basically package up solving this problem for people. And there's really three main ways. So the first way is done for you. So this is where you go in, you start to work with the person, and you do the work for them. So imagine, for example, if you were doing sales inside of a business, you're going to go in and start selling for that business. You're doing the work for them. This is also things like copywriters, things like appointment setters, closers, etc. Then the next level is done with you. And done with you is, instead of you just going in and doing all the work inside of their business, now you are doing a little bit and they are also doing a little bit. And so you're doing it with them. You're almost like coaching them a little bit. They're going to do some work. You're going to monitor the work that they're doing and give them feedback on how they can improve. And then the last level of leverage is do it yourself, where you're actually not doing any work yourself. You can pre-record an online course that teaches somebody how to do something and solve their problem, but they have to go through it. They have to do it themselves, right? So if you're just starting out, you need to do done for you. This is not an exception. You have to do done for you because it allows you to charge the most amount of money and it creates the highest probability that you actually produce results with the thing that you're selling. As you go though, the problem with done for you is that you can't do it for infinite amount of people. You can't go out and work with 100 clients doing a bunch of work for each individual client because you will get burnt out and you will get maxed out. That's where, once you start to get a couple clients, you can transition into something like done with you, where it's something that's far more scalable because you can work with more clients. But only do this when you've created dozens of examples of results by selling the done for you. So do the done for you first. Get people in your market really, really good results. Get really, really, really good at solving this painful problem for that market. Then you can transition into something like done with you, where you can start to, instead of just doing all the work for them, you can now teach them how to do it themselves. And then do it yourself is extremely scalable because if you have an online course, you can go out and sell it literally an infinite amount of times and there's no problem with that, but it's way less valuable for your niche. So I don't even think do it yourself is even worth running in 2025 anymore. I think the method is as simple as starting with done for you, prove yourself, make some money, get your clients as good as results as possible, and then over time you can transition into done with you and kind of scale your business to like 20, 30, 50K per month with a done for you, whereas with a done with you rather, versus a done for you where you will get capped out at a certain point. So now that you understand how to effectively build a service-based business and scale it to 10K per month by using and acquiring skill sets and using those skill sets to solve painful problems in a market, you need to understand the rule of three. And the rule of three is something that I talk about a lot on this channel, and it basically states that we have three currencies in life. We have time, we have skills, and we have money. And if you want more of one of these things, you need to trade the other two. So for example, you're watching this video right now that's talking about money. Maybe you want more money. Well, you need to trade your time and your skills to get more money. The problem is what if you don't have skills right now? Maybe you even do have some skills, but they're more of need skills, or they're more of want skills. They're not actually extremely impactful in a market. Well, what you actually need to do then is you need to acquire skills first. You need to trade money and you need to trade time to acquire skills. Then you can take these skills, trade it with time to make money. And if that's you right now, and if this video resonated with you, I have the perfect opportunity for you because I help young men build skill sets that allow them to solve painful problems in a market by providing a solution to solve that pain so that they can make money online. And here's just a couple quick examples of people that have came in and started working with me to build their skill sets and have changed their life as a byproduct because of that. So if you're somebody right now that understands that you don't have that many skill sets right now and you need to build some skill sets first, understand some skill sets, get really, really valuable and actually have the potential to help people and then provide a solution inside of the marketplace, then I run a one-on-one coaching program where I help young men, specifically between the ages of about 18 to like 26, go through that exact same framework. It does cost money because I'm coaching you one-on-one, but if it's something you're interested in, you can book a call using the link in the description where you and I can jump on a quick conversation and I can see for sure if I can even help you, because maybe I can't based on where you're at. And I do reject people all the time. So if you jump on the call and you're trying to make money for stupid reasons, then I'm just going to flat out say no to you. So If that's something you're interested in, you can find the link in the description, but hopefully you guys got some value out of this video, and you guys take care and have a great rest of your day.